36,000 years ago, in total darkness, someone painted a lion so perfectly that modern scientists refused to believe the date. Over 1,000 animals cover these walls: lions, mammoths, rhinos, every muscle correct, every movement real. The oldest art on Earth is flawless, except in the deepest chamber. Because down there, the same masters painted a creature that has never existed. Half woman, half bison. And across Ice Age Europe, they kept doing it. Perfect animals beside impossible ones. Before this story ends, you will see how an 8-legged mistake turns out to be a machine, and you will meet one of the painters himself, a man with a crooked little finger. And the strangest part? Every word of this is real. In December 1994, 3 explorers squeezed through a crack in a cliff in southern France and walked into a room no human had entered for 21,000 years. A rockfall had sealed it like a tomb. Inside, the floor still held the footprints of children, the skulls of cave bears, and on the walls, over 1,000 paintings. Lions, mammoths, rhinos, horses, painted 36,000 years ago, and painted so well that archaeologists refuse to believe the dating. Art this old was supposed to be primitive, stick figures, scratches. Instead, the oldest paintings on Earth are masterpieces. These artists understood anatomy, muscle, movement, perspective. They painted from memory, deep underground, in total darkness, by torchlight, and they made almost no mistakes, which is exactly what makes one painting a problem. In the deepest chamber of the cave, on a hanging spear of limestone, there is a creature, the lower body of a woman, crowned with the head and shoulders of a bison. It has a name, the Sorcerer, and it is not alone. At Lascaux, among the bulls and horses, stands a 2-horned beast that matches no animal that has ever lived. They call it the unicorn. In a German cave, carved from mammoth ivory 40,000 years ago, a man with the head of a lion. Across Ice Age Europe, across thousands of years and thousands of kilometers, the finest animal artists who ever lived kept painting animals that do not exist. The masters of reality were deliberately breaking it. And some of their animals are stranger still. At Chauvet, there is a bison with 8 legs. For decades, it looked like an error. It isn't. Watch what happens when firelight moves across it. The legs flicker, shift, blur into each other. The bison starts to run. The extra legs are frames. Under a moving torch, the painting becomes a moving picture. These artists may have invented animation 30,000 years before cinema. So none of this was error. All of it was intention. The question is, what intention? The oldest theory says hunting magic, Paint the prey, catch the prey. But it collapses on one fact. The painters of Lascaux ate reindeer, almost nothing else. And reindeer barely appear on their walls. At Chauvet, the walls are full of lions and rhinos, animals no one hunted. And not a single arrow. They weren't painting their food. They were painting something else.
Visions, say some researchers. The things a mind sees in trance, in darkness, in ritual. Myths, say others. Gods, perhaps. We do not know. We may never know. But we know one of them. One painter at Chauvet had a crooked little finger. His handprints mark the walls throughout the cave, and they let us follow him. One single human being moving through the darkness 36,000 years ago. Chamber by chamber, wall by wall. We can trace his hand across the entire cave. We just can't reach his mind. The oldest art on Earth is a message written in perfect images, in a language no one remembers. Some chains history breaks. Others, it simply buries. Unchained history.